So apparently the cheating try guy, Ned Fulmer, had his dating profile released, and he said to roast him. So I'd be glad to, Ned. And just for context, I've never really been a try guys person. They weren't really my thing. But I kind of vaguely found out about what happened, that he cheated on his wife, and from, anything I've seen of him makes me not like him. So, let's look at his dating profile and make fun of him. Yeah. So he's trying to kind of like roll with the punches here. He said on Twitter, apparently somebody doxed my Field Co profile. Cool, saves me $29.99 a month. I truly give 0 Fs and invite you to roast it, especially BB Rexa. All right. I guess she was like looking for a baby daddy or something. I don't know. Or sugar daddy. I don't know. She was looking for somebody to date, but, Ned, I don't think she wants to date you. So in case you don't know, Field is like more open-minded dating, like people who are polyamorous, ethically non-monogamous. It's for that type of stuff, hookups, they're more like open about their desires and stuff like that. But I just find that so funny because it reminds me a lot of just like dating in general. I think I'm around his age. I'm 40. I don't know if he's my age or whatever, but this is why I'm single because guys my age still want to just play around. They're not ready to settle down. And we can see that in his profile. So thank you, Ned, for showing me why I'm still single, because of guys like you. There's like a delusion these guys have, like they're in their 40s and they still think they're like so hot and they can get any girl, because they'll, want to date 20, 30-year-olds or just anyone who's not close to their age because they can't manipulate them. And I'm like, do you have a mirror? Like you're okay, but you're not that hot that you can just go get some 20-year-olds. And it's also kind of creepy that you're just trying to date these younger girls. Like, yeah. Okay, so let's look at his first picture on the profile. So he said he's, commenting on the pictures, trying to kind of like go with it. He said, let's rate these photos. Cute smile. I like the dog. Bio could be better, but it's not that deep. Overall, 7 out of 10. 38. Oh, okay, so I'm 40, so I'm 2 years older than him. Dom leaning switch, looking for a bratty sub. I think that says it all. Me laughing. Okay. 5'10", ENFJ athletic. Okay, so I like that he put, the Myers-Briggs, because that's something I like to know. I'm not going to judge people based on it, but I know my type, INFP. So, if somebody knows, that's kind of cool. 5'10", currently sporting a beard. Okay, if you're currently sporting a beard, put a picture of yourself with the beard. Okay? I hate when people do that. Like, or when guys, like, they'll put a picture that's obviously, like, from 10, 20 years ago, and I'm like, why are you showing me a picture of when you were a teenager? I want to see what you look like now, dude. I know you probably think you looked better as a teenager, but you don't look like that anymore. Stop trying to, do some false advertising. Okay, and then he says, I'm single and live alone in a gorgeous house in Silver Lake. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to see it someday. Oh my God, I'm so hot. Like, I cannot wait. So obviously, yeah, he's trying to hook up. And if you don't know what Dom leaning switch is and bratty sub, I'm not going to explain it, it's, if if you're into that, then I would not have thought of him as a dom, I will say, but I mean, he's a switch, so I guess, that makes sense. But again, that annoys me. If you have a beard, post a picture of yourself with post what you actually look like right now. Don't post pictures of yourself from 20 years ago when your hair was different. No, when you were hotter, post what you look like now. And then these same guys too will get mad when a woman doesn't look exactly like her pictures. Like, you're doing it too, dude, and probably worse. So for this other picture, he says, nice fit, mask is fun, great view, was a photo shoot with Ariel for his ex-wife that he cheated on, for our dating profiles at a school fundraiser, but nobody needs to know that. 8 out of 10. Not a fan of this one because you're covering your face. Don't cover your face, dude, on a dating profile. We want to see what you look like, okay? We want to know who we're going to meet. Just like you don't like when women, put makeup on Don't cover your face. So, I mean, I know he's showing his face in the other pictures, but it's just like, it's okay. I like the suit. I do like suits on guys, but it is kind of like a dorky picture. Okay. So this one, definitely dorky. Love this one. I tried kite surfing in Greece this summer. Little goofy. Yeah, like I said, goofy or dorky. Shows something extreme, 6 out of 10. Like, I don't know, like some dorky guys can be cute, but he's like, it doesn't come off cute with him. Like, he's like dorky, but like trying to be cool. I think that's why it's kind of like off-putting. Just if you're not cool, just own not being cool. Like, that's what bothers me. Like, he tries so hard to be cool. It's like, dude, you're not. Okay, this one, hot tub mountain man. I don't know, probably should delete this one, but the sunset was nice, 6 out of 10. I don't like this picture. I guess maybe on this app it might be okay because it's like kind of more like sexually open app, you know, about hookup. So it might be okay, but for me, it's like I don't need to see that, especially if it's this body. This one's nuts and way too costumey from the Eras tour reputation, but the beard was strong and whatever. I'm a single dad on a dating app out here living my life. 2024 wedding ring is confusing, but hey, it's field. Half the people are poly. 4 out of 10. Yeah, you can't find a current picture. Why are you posting a picture with your freaking wedding ring? And it's just kind of like reminds me of like just for everything I've like heard and seen. And then I saw some clips of him doing that stupid podcast with his ex-wife that he cheated on. Like, stop trying to be relevant and like be famous still. I'm not a fan, so I don't know everything he's doing. I don't know if he has gone to therapy, but keep going to therapy. Don't be on the apps. I've said that about most people on apps. I say most people on dating apps need to be in therapy and not on apps. Men and women. Okay. Just from my experience and just, from what I see, I'm like, yeah, this is why I don't really date people from apps. Cause it's like, a lot of you need to be in therapy still and not be on an app, please. Dating app. Oh wait, I forgot so here's this Hulk costume, 2022, when I was in treatment, stress, anxiety, depression. Okay, so he has been in therapy. Had my weight down to 155, which was way too low, 170 better, but my abs look defined. I'm painted green, so whatever, it's fun, 5 out of 10. Okay, you don't have to like give that much explanation. But okay, so yeah, I guess you have been in treatment for that, but I think you need to also be in treatment to like not cheat on people. I don't know if what kind of treatment that would be, but are you gonna go hurt other women now or what? Good luck, dude. And anyone that gives him a chance, good luck. Ooh, if I had seen him, oh my God. I definitely would not have swiped on him, that's for sure. Any picture that I actually like? Well, I mean, I don't really like any of the pictures because I don't like him. So maybe if he's just like a regular dude I've never seen, I might like some of the pictures, but he's not really my type anyway, like physically that I would be into. The only thing I like is the suit, really. That's the only thing. But it might be kind of misleading because he doesn't strike me as a guy who wears suits a lot. So I'm a suit girl. I like guys who wear suits. But yeah, it just reminds me of so many guys who like, they're getting up there and they still don't want to settle down. They still want to play around and think they can like go on, I almost said Tinder. Well, they're both horrible. They're both cesspools. They think they can just get in like all these 20-year-olds and just like hook up with everyone. It's like, dude, you're almost 40. Or in my case, I've met guys in their 40s who still think like that. Oh, I'm not ready to settle down. It's like, yeah, so you have the male loneliness epidemic, so have fun with that, you delusional dork. And that's why a lot of us women are gonna stay single, because I have this theory where I feel like if a man if he's in his 40s and he still doesn't want to be married, he's never gonna get married. And I mean, if he does, it might be just because pressure or something like that, but he doesn't genuinely want to be married. Because I feel like if you're a guy and you really want to be married, and literally all you have to do is just be a great dude and you're not gonna have a problem finding somebody. I know from my experience, I've met lots of great dudes and they're married, they're engaged, they have a girlfriend. It's like makes sense, because they're snatched up real quick because there's not a lot of them. That's all you have to do is just be a great dude. So I feel like the guys who really want to be married, they will find a way to get married. If you truly want to be a husband, like, you will find a way to be a husband and you'll find somebody. So that's why, like, it is a little bit of a red flag for me if I meet a guy and he's around my age, and it's hard because, they're around my age, right? And I meet one and they're around my age and they're like still not married. I'm like, they probably don't want to be married at this point. And I want someone who wants to be married. So, I have dated younger. So for me, it might actually work better for me to actually date a younger guy because he might actually want to be married. Whereas like, a guy around my age. But yeah, like I said, if you're a man and you're in your 40s, late 30s, and you're still not married, it's either because you don't truly ever want to be married, or maybe you do want to be married, but you still have a lot of work to do. And there's so many guys who don't realize they need to work on themselves. You women out there, you've probably met a lot of them. I've seen and met a lot of them too, where they think they're fine and they don't understand why nobody wants to be with them. And I'm like, ask me. I will tell you, I can name 10 things right now that you need to work on. But I don't offer unsolicited advice, but I'm ready. You want me to tell you what you need to work on? I can tell you, I can give you 10 things right now that are preventing you from finding someone. But there's so many guys and just a lot of people just in general who are not self-aware and have like, they think they're so great, they have nothing to work on. It's like, dude, you really need to be in therapy. You have so many reasons to be in therapy, but they're just in denial and delusional. So that's my theory. Again, if you're late 30s, 40s, and older, a man, and you are not married, it's either because you don't want to be married, or maybe you do want to be married, but you still have a lot of work to do. Because if you're a great, healthy man, and, take care of yourself, everything, you should not have a problem finding somebody, because there's less of you and there's way more of us women who want to be married. So you will find someone. And if you're not finding someone, it's either because you don't really want it, or maybe you do, but you still have a lot to work on. So maybe think about that. If it's not happening for you, you want it, if you're a man, what do I still need to work on? And I'm not saying I'm perfect or all women aren't perfect, but I'm very self-aware. I'm working on myself all the time. I've been someone who always works on herself physically and emotionally. So I'm always working on myself. So I don't need anybody to tell me, to work on myself. I already do it. But there's so many, especially like men, so many, they refuse to go to the doctor. They refuse to go to therapy. It's just, they just are in denial about the fact that maybe they could use some help. All right, so let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. And let me know if you could relate to any of the stuff I talked about. If you want to follow any of my social media, you can. I'm going to post it somewhere. It should be somewhere around the screen. If you like this dress, it's from Lulu's. It's probably where I buy like 90% of my clothes. So the link is going to be down there. If you like my lipstick, it's going to be down there as well. Link to all my stuff, eyeshadow, lipstick, perfume. Also this case. I love this case. It's great. I've had it for like almost 2 years now. They're not paying me to promote this, but just in case you like my phone case, it's black. You can actually put your cards in here and money. It's good for like going to concerts and stuff. Cards, some bills in there, your ID, and it has a little strap. So you can take the strap off too. So it's pretty cool. So I'll post a link down there, and I highly recommend. I'm always telling people like to get this when they compliment me on it. I'm like, you need to get it. It's really good. I've had it for almost 2 years and it looks still brand new. And it's also great for an ADHD person like me, because I lose stuff and I'm the kind of person I need to have stuff hanging on me or else I will lose it like a little kid, especially because I'm always carrying stuff. So that's one of my favorite things about this cell phone case is like I can just carry it, and then I have my 2 hands free to do other stuff and carry all the other things I need to do, because no man will ever, think to help a woman, help her carry her stuff, at least the men nowadays. So I have to have my hands free to carry everything. But yeah, links to all that below. Thank you so much for watching again, and I would love to hear your comments, especially if you have, met guys like Ned, or met, anyone who is like the people that I talked about in the comments or in my commentary. All right. Thank you for watching. Bye.